Game time, Brian. Your name stain the icon. You need a way to the fire. Tatey with hammer stills gunned in the living room. Just a mailbag full, delivering letters. Now I'm dropping that fuel from the 9 to 5 to the Cowboys grind. Turn my voice into a platform. Game time, Brian. Every snap, every play, break it all down. Blue and silver pride, yeah, I rep this town. From the news to the rumors, every hot debate. If it's Cowboys talk, man, I'm never late. They say America's team, yeah, the name holds weight. 5 rings deep, and we still chase it. No matter win or lose, I stay locked in. Every game day is game time again. Game time, Brian, put the star in the sky. Talking about the boys till the day I die. From the mail route grind to the YouTube fame. Now the whole world knows my name. Tune in, lock in, yeah, we going live. Cowboys Nation, yeah, we ride or die. Opinions fly, but the passion stays. Every day's game time. Press play. Dak takes the snap, Micah on the chase. Talking O-line, defense, who's making the plays? Trades, rumors, draft picks too. If it's Cowboys news, then you know I come through. No network scripts, just a fan with a voice. Doing this my way, yeah, that's my choice. Breaking it down for the real, no cap. If you're riding for the star, then you know where we at. They say America's team, yeah, the name holds weight. 5 rings deep and we still chase 8. No matter win or lose, I stay locked in. Every damn day, it's game time again. Yeah, top run, put the star in the sky. Talking about the boys till the day I die. From the mail rail grind to the YouTube fame. Now the whole world knows my name. Tune in, lock in, yeah, we going live. Cowboys Nation, yeah, we ride or die. Opinions fly, but the passion stays. Every day's game time. Press play. Late nights, early mornings. Yeah, I built this up. Did it for the fans, never just for luck. One video turned into something real. Now
about it, and last night things were kind of materializing there that maybe that we were going to get a deal done here. But this is a deal that a general manager who's not going to get fired makes, because you're giving up a 3 and a 5 and with no safety net. No guarantee that this player is going to resign with you. No guarantee that maybe you get a contract done. He could play outstanding, see his value, and then move on from you. So this is a bold move in that way of trying to help your team, trying to help your offense with a player that has a lot of this Des Bryant type of ability to him. And I said this kid, and I say kid because he's 24 years old. This player, he's got. If we were all talking about McMillan, and I brought it up in the crosstalk. This player, when you look at Pickens, he is as much of a Ted McMillan of what we saw from him, just a faster version of him. Now McMillan's much faster. Like McMillan, I mean, I'm talking like in the range. When you start to talk about, you see him in when he's taking on defensive backs, crossing routes, things like that. The way that he's able to run, the way he's able to separate. Very simple, but when you start to tie, and you can see why the Cowboys like McMillan so much, because his ability to go get the football. Mm-hmm. This guy goes and gets the football.
Yeah, contested balls.
Contested ball, downfield plays, crossing routes, anything that you want to throw him. Now, not a big route tree. Not a big route tree from the Steelers. But play him in bunch, bring him in motion. There's a lot of things you could do with this guy because of his ability. Those hands, the hands he has are rare.
Bunches, motions, maybe just another hint of the kind of offense that we're going to have. And absolutely, if you get great coordination amongst your offensive line and your backs and your receivers, there is plenty of room for one guy to be like, get me the ball guy and watch me be, an incredible athlete. I think this absolutely explains why they didn't take the wide receiver in the draft. This is also, what Jerry had to be hinting towards with possible trades. Is this it, Brian? Could there be more?
What, more trades? More?
Yeah.
No,
Another move?
I think right now they're done. Now we'll see what happens maybe in June 1. Is there somebody out there that gets released? Do they have some money available? But right now, I know people were talking about a running back and stuff like that. just trying to hammer these guys about the wide receiver thing. They were saying, hey, we're looking at a lot of guys, and in fact, they got it done. So maybe the next thing is to ask them. But my gut feeling right now is that they're probably done until if something comes available that they like, they're always open to that. But I think right now they're done.
Well, there you go. There you go. That was from a couple days ago, but I see the content creators saying rumors this, rumors that. I would love another one technique. DJ Reader would have to be released. I got a couple emails saying DJ Reader. I guess Mark did a video about DJ Reader. DJ Reader would need to be released by the Detroit Lions first, then maybe. But this ownership didn't have any interest in DJ Reader last year. Now maybe this coaching staff would be different. Again, it's different. I mean, who knows? I think there will be some minor stuff, but I think the major moves are over. But what do I know, right? What do I know? What's up, Loyal? What's going on, man?
What's going on?
Nothing, man. I figured I told everybody I'd do a live stream. I was getting late. I'm like, all right, I got my shower. I got all freshened up for work tomorrow. And I'm like, all right, let's do a live stream for a little bit. But
I was looking at your Wednesday chat from 7:30. I thought it was going to be 7:30. Then I just happened to look on it. I was like, oh, snap, Game's on. It's online. So I jumped on.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just threw it in there. And
got a little triple header today. I had one with you this morning, one with Mark.
Yeah, I didn't make the Mark one. I was outside getting some work done. My allergies I took enough allergy pills to make it subside.
And it's Mother's Day. You got to take care of the wife and all that.
Yeah, we didn't do much. It was kind of a relaxing day. But, yeah. Exactly, but I did have to go out back and do some work, so I missed Mark's. What was the big talk about?
This Momo and Leo going at it, of course.
Yeah,
but
again.
Other than that, just talking about the NFC East. Talking about that they think the NFC East has the best receivers in the league, combo duos in the league. That's basically about it.
Yeah. Ronnie Young says George Pickens does not sign with the Cowboys and goes to another team. Will the Cowboys get well, they'll get a comp pick. He's going to make anywhere from 25 to 30 million next year. So if he makes 30, we'll get a third round pick in compensation. So don't forget we got the pick swap in 2027. So I think we give up a 5 and get a 6, something like that. Bobby Murphy, what's going on? They need to do something to fix the awful run. Again, they've done a lot of stuff, but we'll see if it works. They have done half a dozen moves to help that. But again, until you see it on the field, we shall see. Jesse, what's going on?
What's up, guys? Happy Old Mama's Day.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day. My mother's long past, but I miss her every day. 35 million post. But if he makes 35, then we'll definitely get our third round comp pick. And speaking of post box, I'm getting my driveway. I'm getting my driveway added on to, so I had to tear down my mailbox. So I had to put up a new mailbox, which is what I was doing today. So new mailbox is up, nice and big, so all the packages go in.
How ironic is that? A mailman tearing down his own mailbox.
Yeah, well, I didn't tear it down. The guy who came yesterday.
See, where I live, they don't have a mailbox. We got like a big lock box across the street, so it's nice.
Yeah,
I got my little box on the door.
Yep. They call it a cluster box.
It's nice because it makes it nice. If I want to send something out in the mail, all I got to do is drop it off.
I wish we had that around here.
Post office. Yeah, it's nice, man. I mean, my last house, I had it on the house, but this community, the neighborhood, I guess that's something they're doing now.
I haven't mounted my boxes at the street, so
Okay.
Mine's on my door.
Got the postal digger out, dug it up.
Yeah. I did. Cool. Yeah, no. I actually, what I did was I put I bought because I'm getting pavement put out there, so I didn't want to have to dig through the go around. So what I did was I had a big flower pot. I bought a big one, and I sunk the 4. Yeah, I sunk the 4x4. I put 2 bags of concrete in.
Yeah, beats you on the call getting it excavated and all that crap.
Yeah. So now I could just move it around wherever I want it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, what's going on? Let me get to the chat here. We'll see how long. I did put a goal. We'll see if I made it. I did $5 only for super. I mean, anybody can super chat anything, but 10 super chats, $5 or $4.99, whatever. I guess it. Then we'll give something away. Susanna, what's going on? How are you? I'm all right. I'm a little tired, but we're okay. Jimbo's in the house. West Virginia country boy. Philly D, what's going on, brother? How you doing, bro? I saw that, my man. I appreciate you. Hoodie Kush 81, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good night and a good Mother's Day. I hope anybody that has mothers took care of their mothers. Who left? Who came in and left? Oh, Joe DeMasi. CZ, what's going on, brother? How are you? Dustin Bosley, your stuff is ready. I got it finally made and shipped. I threw a couple other items in there for you. So, Dustin, your item, your wife's or girl's shirt will go out tomorrow along with a couple little goodies for
Care
you.
package.
George DC for life. Hello from hot Long Beach. Well, George, aren't you living the life, brother? I enjoy the warm weather, so I'm fine with the hot. Kid Cowboy, I've seen this already. Yes, I know. It's a little old, brother. I know. Let's see. Who else? EJB, how are you? Dustin Bosley. Philly. Ronnie Young, how you doing? I'm doing all right, man. I am doing all right. You have a pretty nice... it wasn't called a studio, but yeah. This is the side view, and I got the front view. Chuck is in the house. What's going on, Chuck? Jet Lee, how are you, Jet? Jet Lee, man, that sounds badass. I love that name. Jet Lee. Bobby Murphy. Chris May, Retro Game Grub Cowboys. What's up, Chris May? Bobby Murphy, I think I said that. Leo who? Leo in the house? No. Chuck, Philly still sucks. Haha, let's get some shit started. Chuck, you like the shit start, brother. Where you been anyway? Living the life, huh? With the grandkids? Thanks, Chuck. Appreciate you, man. The Mystic appreciates you. Let's add you to the hopper, my friend.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy.
What's the matter?
Here comes trouble.
Who's that? Chris May and Randy McIntyre.
Both.
Hey, how y'all doing tonight?
Well, just chilling.
Randy?
Benjamin Bennett, hey,
good.
game time. Been a while since I caught you live. Benjamin, thank you, bro. It's been a while since I've seen you, so I appreciate it. Oscar Perini from Brooklyn. What's going on, man? Just finished in Coney Island. Busy today. Wow, Coney Island. Are you getting ready for the hot dog eating contest?
Weenie war.
You know? So, but anyway, what's up, Randy? How are you, man? Did you get anything accomplished today? Last time I talked to you.
Yeah, I got my nap in, and I ain't nothing today. I ain't done nothing.
Yeah. You were up at 6. You washed the car.
Oh well, I went up, got groceries, and then washed the car and everything. I was actually up around 5. Sometimes I just can't sleep.
Yeah, I get a lot like that anymore. Did you take care of the wife?
I don't have a wife.
No, okay.
I took care of her about 2 years ago.
Mission
I hope she's
accomplished.
still upright.
There won't be
Marcus
no more
Blackman.
wives for me.
Good for you.
The
Marcus
slot
Blackman.
lizards, huh? Lot lizards, but
Hey,
No, when you get my age,
What's
there
up,
ain't nothing
Marcus?
really much going on.
Hey, what's going on,
I
Marcus?
concur.
okay. Well, Wade's always looking for a sidekick. He's not
Oh,
far
boy.
from you, man. He could pick
No,
you up.
I don't have
Hey.
that in me anymore, Brian. I'm older now. I
You
don't,
can
I
be
don't
lucky.
I'll
get
be
Yeah.
up there. I'll be in Texas next week, so
Are you?
I'm about to try to hunt down Wade and go to Golden Corral or something one day.
You know what they call?
Where you going in Texas at?
Oh, for work, I'm gonna be in Irving, Texas.
Oh, okay. Well, you're not
Wow.
far from Wade.
Dude, Wade's
Yeah.
right there. Wade's between
Hey.
Irving and Frisco. So
I'm gonna be
Randy.
staying over by the airport and whatnot. So yeah,
DFW.
yep,
Nice.
yeah.
Very nice.
I'll try to do something. I don't know why I'm down there. Maybe try to take a tour. How late's the stadium tour open until?
You got to go online, AT&T Tours, and look
Okay.
it up. You got to actually buy it ahead of time. So
Yeah, I might try to take a tour. I've never
Yeah.
been to tour.
Either that or go. Have you been to? Well, you been to the Star or no?
I've never been to the Star.
Well, you should go to the Star and do the Star. The Star tour was better than the Stadium tour.
Oh yeah,
Yes, the Star Tour is a lot better than the Stadium Tour.
yeah. I seen that's about what 30 minutes from Irving.
Yeah,
What
it's
up?
about 30 minutes.
Okay.
Maybe if
Yeah, I
you
might.
have Wade, come pick you up, you buy his $35 tour, and then you both go walk through and get some video of you and Wade doing the tour. Wade's a good man. Wade's
Mhm.
cool. He's about as a good a person as you could meet on on the internet, on the interwebs. I mean, he took me to Dealey Square. Me and Phil. Phil was pretty trashed. Phil was tired and yeah, Phil. Like
That- I have been to the JFK sighting where he was assassinated when I was down there.
yeah, that's
It was
Dealey Plaza.
Yep.
We drove there about 10 o'clock at night in
Mhm.
Wade's Cutlass or whatever he drives. But yeah, it was fun. It was definitely fun. Loyal Wade will be his McNabb Eagles jersey. And a
I've
lot of
seen that.
lizard
Nah,
buffet.
nah. Wade and him will be the dynamic duo.
Yeah. Just a little chill night. I hope everybody appreciates it. We're just gonna talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. The news of the day, really. We talked about it earlier. Derek Carr retires after 11 years, but how
I
about
called it.
how
You see,
about
Jalen Smith went to the
Yeah,
Raiders.
That's what I was talking about. Jalen Smith is back in the league.
Mm.
I mean, linebacker.
Wishing nothing but the best.
yeah,
Get that bag.
I mean, did he say that his drop foot went away, or they're just? I mean, what are they doing?
I don't know. I think this is a typical Raiders move.
I mean, what is?
They're just looking for bodies and
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he's more of a practice player for the
I
training
mean, you
camp.
could have, yeah, but like you're gonna pay a guy like that. Why not bring in a young guy and take a flyer?
I agree. I
you might
don't
find-
understand it.
You know what I mean?
I had
Mhm.
Brian. I had a slight case of drop foot. It's just therapy. That's all it is. Therapy and get that thing back in shape.
There's Phil. I knew I'd draw him out. It was a combination of being drunk and being extremely tired because I had been traveling all day. Yeah, we'll go with that. I mean, that's fine. We could go with that.
And stick to that.
Somehow, I don't know how, but Wade's trying to say that he lost his $150 headset that night. Maybe it was.
Ooh.
I
One of those
don't
lot
believe it was
lizards.
us, but I think a lot lizard maybe stole it. I don't think we had nothing to do with that. I think she stole it for services rendered, and
And she got the tip.
yeah, Wade tried to sneak out, and Wade tried to take her to a Golden Corral after. She just wanted to get out of there, so she took his headset. I don't know. I don't know. But what's up, Arturo? How are you?
I'll be back, guys.
But yeah, I'm looking around here, and you got Cam Ward. He's looking like a leader. Come on, Randy, how you looking like a leader?
Oh my God! When you're playing in your underwear and your t-shirts and all that
He's
other
looking
stuff,
good. Jackson Darts commanding the field in the Meadowlands. All right,
No.
I didn't realize how big Abdul Carter was. He's a big boy.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
They showed him and Scadaboo. I seen him and Scadaboo practicing. Scadaboo's
Jackson
wearing
Dart
44.
was taller than Carter. I was surprised.
He's a big boy.
Really?
Jackson
Yeah.
Dart. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
surprised.
I thought he wasn't that tall.
Nah, I watched
No,
2
he's
days
a
of
big
training,
man.
boy. He's a pretty big boy.
yeah,
It's
he's
funny because one of my manager at work, he was he's a big Eagles fan. We just talking about football one day, and he was like Jackson Dart reminds me of a white version of what's his name from the
40
Cardinals,
plus years old.
Kyler
now,
Murray.
dominating
I was
New
like,
York
damn.
right now.
He said he reminded me of white Kyler Murray. I was like, oh my
Oh
god.
my God, a white Kyler Murray.
Damn.
That's funny.
As long as you don't play video games.
Yeah.
Mm.
Nah, he actually used to be a coach. He's pretty smart guy. I mean, he keeps it real. I mean, he was of course trolling me about the Eagles winning the Super Bowl, but he's pretty
Well,
cool.
Oh.
But he knows his stuff when it comes to football. So
Yeah. Well, Wednesday night we get I know William Tilton is anxiously awaiting the schedule release in the chat because
Me too. Jesus Christ, can't wait.
we're talking about me and Phil were talking about going to the Vegas game, and I know Randy talked about it and a bunch
Yep.
of people. So
I'd
hopefully
love to
it
go,
doesn't
but that's
fall. I
money.
know you spend all your money on the wifey going away. That's fine. You're smart. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you can get good flights to fairly cheap flights to Vegas, but yeah,
Never been to Vegas.
Oh, dude,
Really?
Oh,
Never been to Vegas.
what you do in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Stays
Yeah,
in Vegas.
I hear. I heard
Yeah,
about all the
Vegas is
brothels
a-
and all that.
Oh
the
no,
bunny
that's
ranch.
outside. That's way outside. That's
I'm
way
good on that.
outside.
Hey, just don't go to the titty twister. That's all.
I
No,
won't be like, what's his name?
we're not
Lamar
leaving
Odom.
the central
What was a
locale,
basketball
the
player,
strip.
Lamar Odom, that took all those pills and got sick.
Oh,
They had
yeah,
to rush
yeah,
him to the ER.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, he
"Damn."
was probably penicillin for what he was doing.
It was probably Diddy. He probably drugged him. I'm serious, man. Diddy was involved in everything.
Mhm.
But
Did you guys see a picture of Diddy? I don't know if that was just a made up picture, but they showed him on trial. He had gray
yeah,
hair.
2-3 days
Yeah, I
exactly
seen
for
that.
the day.
Was that him or was that just the AI?
I think that was AI.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
I was
it
like,
says
damn, he look old as hell.
Why does
You
the
know they're
schedule
treating him
get
with gold.
released? Wednesday, Dustin Roberts, Wednesday night. Now, Randy and everybody, they will leak it starting Wednesday morning.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
already
I
got.
bet you
yeah.
Tuesday. I bet you Tuesday somebody leaks
We've
something
already
out.
gotten, the Friday game in Brazil. We've already gotten Kansas City and the Chargers in Brazil.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I thought it'd be the Eagles. That doesn't
Nah,
make
Eagles
sense.
play Thursday night at home against somebody. I'm thinking the Washington Commandos,
I think Detroit.
maybe Detroit, maybe Dallas.
Hmm.
Jerry
be.
Jones is
That's what
asking.
Wade wants. Wade wants the Eagles
Well,
week one.
I'll be there if that's the case. So no more Andrew.
Andrew Chrome?
Yeah, what is that? Or Andrew Chone.
No clue.
I love asparagus and bell peppers. I like that, Chuck. A little. Yeah, I mean I could deal with that. A
Yeah,
little-
bell peppers maybe, not asparagus. I can't stand asparagus.
Yeah, a little.
Put some
Yeah, I
garlic
like
and some
that.
butter on that, bro. Stir fry that up.
Yeah, hopefully Cowboys
Good
get
stuff.
Chiefs on Sunday night at home. Dustin, yeah, I mean, I'm really not too concerned about. I'm just really concerned about when is our bye, right? Well, first and foremost, when are we playing in Las Vegas for us? When's our bye? Who we playing on Thanksgiving? How's the beginning of the schedule look, right? And how's the end? How's the
How we
last couple
finish.
games of the year? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where my mind is at. Who do we play on Thanksgiving? It's like, are we going to get stuck playing on Christmas? I have a weird feeling about that we're going to be on the road for Christmas this year, boys. I don't know why.
Yeah,
that
and
was
I don't
very soon.
understand this strength of schedule crap. How is it that we have the fourth or fifth toughest schedule and we didn't even make the playoffs? That don't make any sense to me.
Well, our schedule is hard this year. That's why I think that at least that's the way it looks when you start out. You never
we
know.
play the AFC West, we
Mhm.
play the NFC North, we play our division, and then I think we play the third best team in all the other conferences. So
Yeah.
Probably too, Rod Laurel, that you guys are like Dallas is the money making machine, the most expensive team. They probably
We
put you on
probably
there.
play Arizona again.
Yeah, that's why I don't think we're going to open up against on the Thursday night, because they can save that later on and make because they're going to get a big audience the first night anyway.
Oh, definitely.
Unless they do a
It'd be
double
fun
header
though,
like they
game
did
if
that
you
one
went to
time.
the Super Bowls I went to the Tampa Bay Dallas game the year after Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl. It was pretty cool. They had the Jets fly over and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they had that around here, boy. It was fucking nuts.
Well,
People
I'm a
think it was
little
an air
annoyed.
raid.
I planned on going to the Hall of Fame, but Darren Woodson's not going to be there, so I'm not going. But my
He didn't get
plan
picked?
was to go to the Hall of Fame this year. So I was going to go in August. It's usually the first game, Hall of Fame game. But and then see the induction of Woody, but my man can't get in, so now
Which is a travesty.
yeah, it's ridiculous, but
He deserves to be in. He should have been in already.
game time. I'll be in the hospital all week in Philly. I'm ready for some real cheesesteaks. CZ, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, what's going on? You know what? There's a new cheesesteak place that opened right there in South Philly. Skinny Joey's. Go check it out. Skinny Joey's cheesesteaks.
Which
Yeah.
is the one there? Hey, which is the one
Dude,
there?
have you ever had that with Joey Molino's place? It looks really good. The cheesesteaks.
Hey,
You live
hey,
there.
game time. Which
Yeah.
one's the cheesesteak place that's on the news? People complaining there's too many people around there.
Skinny Joey's.
Did it, Joyce? That's what I figured it was. I heard it in the news. I was
Yeah,
like, hey,
Skinny Joey's cheesesteaks. It's ex mobster, but or who knows? But
nah, half the people there are
but,
ex-mobsters.
looks really good. Looks really good. So go get if you're in Philly, go to Skinny Joey's cheesesteaks, and their chicken cutlet looks real good, real nice. But anyway, I digress. Hope everyone in the chat is doing well. Prime time, are you doing well? How was your Sunday? Prime time, Phil. Why you hammered cheesesteak on a tortilla? Really, Chuck? Come on now.
Wow.
Round the league, yeah. There's the Jackson Dart is already standing out from the crowd. Again, I'm happy for you, Jesse. I was talking to Pizzle. You know,
Hey, that was a guy they wanted. So
yeah,
they
that's
got
who
him.
he wanted. He got
Yes, we
Carter
wanted.
and Dart.
And they got Abdul Carter. So
And
they
I
have
ain't
a
gonna
pretty
lie
good.
to you.
They
I'm
hit
not
the
gonna complain.
jackpot in the draft.
Randy
Definitely did.
McIntyre is the one that
I
got
just-
me on the Dart.
I just want to make sure. I just want to see what they. Okay, great, fantastic. He's doing great. I want to see him on the gridiron. I want to see these guys on the gridiron. Then I can calm down. Then we go from there.
How about your boy asking for Lawrence Taylor's number?
Yeah, I already
yeah.
said that. I mean,
You weren't on this
Lawrence
morning,
Taylor.
so-
Lawrence Taylor handled it perfect. He handled it perfectly. No, get your own number. Let's see. He's like a big man slapping a little toddler in the hand.
Well, Brian brought up something smart this morning about, or I believe it was you, Brian, about not having the same number for the same position on the team
Yep.
because you can't keep retiring numbers.
Yeah,
and
you can't.
Yeah,
Again,
but like
Ain't gonna
but
be no
Lawrence
numbers
was,
left.
Lawrence,
You know what I
Lawrence was
think?
a phenom.
I'm a
Yes.
little bit of a fuddy duddy. I kind of would like them to go back to the old way of, because that's what's kind of screwing everything up.
The numbers for like the positions.
Yeah,
I don't like
Yeah.
11 on Micah Parsons. That's
Yeah.
not a linebacker number.
yeah, I
No,
agree.
like
55
I-
or something.
Hey,
Yeah,
I like
exactly,
I like Carter's number. Carter's number is 53. I like that one.
but I don't think he does.
Or 52.
No, it's 51, and he don't like it.
But receivers had what numbers in the 80s?
80s.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
running backs had like the
And the
20s, the
20s,
30s, and the 40s.
40s, yeah.
And then
Nine
linebackers
around
had
there.
in the 50s.
50, 60.
Linemen had the
Linebackers were
60s.
Some linebackers
40s,
have them in the
50s.
40s, the lower upper 40s up into the 50s,
Offensive
Then
linemen
you're-
was 60s and 70s,
and defense.
and some 50s, I guess, but mainly 60s and 70s. Your single digits were quarterbacks. Your teens were quarterbacks. Your tight ends were 80s. So I don't know. It is what it is, but that would allow guys to, to have decent. Oh, Phillies won. Nice, 3-0.
Yo, right.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm old. What's up, Ty Church? We need to sign a one tech. Again, we got Jay Toia. Mark Holmes has a problem pronouncing that. Jay Toia. We have Mozzie, obviously. I think we need one more. Just remember, we do have Justin Rogers, right, Randy? We have
Yes.
Justin Rogers, and we have a couple other big boys that we went out in the offseason and got who
No,
can
you're
slide
right.
in there and play. Everybody's
Mhm.
Peyton Turner, again, can play the spot. He's 6'7", is about 290. I know he's not a trash can full of dirt, but in Eberflus's system, he don't need too many big boys like that. He's got a couple as it is. He wants guys who can penetrate as well.
See you later, Chuck.
They
Chuck's
say
leaving
that
us?
Atoya is a lot like
right, brother.
Vita Vea.
I heard a lot of things about him. He's a good size. I don't know
He's
what his
light on his
talent's like,
feet.
but
Who's that, Jay
he's a big
Toia?
boy.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's-
Toya. He's
Yeah,
light
he's a
on his
boy.
feet.
He's 345.
Boom, boom, boom.
345 is a big boy there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's very light on his feet. So yes, and he comes from a good bloodline. He's like the bloodline, Loyal.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, so real quick, just for my wrestlers out there, since we got Loyal in the house and Jesse, just real
Sabu.
quick, Sabu, rest in
I love
peace,
it.
man. I don't understand what happened. I know his
It was just all of a sudden. He said he's only 60 years old. It just
yeah, he was in a match about a month ago. So
Well,
Weird.
those guys went hard all the time, anyways.
ECW.
Those guys, man,
ECW.
Yeah,
I know.
Dave.
those guys went hard, man.
Man, he should not be in the match because Sabu was a crazy son of a gun.
He was.
Well, that guy was nuts.
Did you know that's the Sheik's nephew? And I'm not talking about the Iron Sheik, but the original Sheik, the one that was cutting
Really?
everybody back in the day. Yeah, there's this
Yeah.
dude named this dude, his uncle was worse, man. He would like bite
Jimbo
you,
says, "Oh my
Yeah.
God, it's Momo."
beat you, cut you with the fork, all kinds of crap.
It's like Abdullah Butcher.
He's a really nice guy, man.
No, it
used to
wasn't
listen to
Abdullah the
RVD's
Butcher, the
radio
Sheik.
No, but
show,
certain
and I've
similar.
called into there and talked to him. He's a really cool guy. Like Paul Heyman, he's really an awesome guy. You know.
But I would love for y'all to watch this
So-
show, this documentary, because I watched it called Dark
What's
Side
up,
of the
Mark
Ring.
Hutchinson? How
Oh,
are you, brother?
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I seen
yeah,
it.
we've seen it.
I seen it.
Yeah, man, that's
And-
crazy. Did you see the one about
Abdul-
Tony Atlas?
Yeah.
dude.
Abdullah the Butcher talks
Mhm.
about how they flim-flam him, took
Are
all
you a
his
wrestling
money.
fan, Momo?
Oh, yeah, I'm no down. I'm
Wow.
down.
Oh, it should have
Oh,
been here
yeah,
with
they said.
WrestleMania.
We
Yeah,
should
they
have.
got
We
Abdullah
should
the
have
Butcher's
streamed
broke now,
Backlash
man.
then. I didn't know. We could have had
But he-
you, Loyal. We could have had a bunch of people on.
He's been training though with DDP.
I'm a big wrestling
Yeah.
fan, but I just want to say just quick the John Cena thing. The Rock blew this WrestleMania. He made
Oh
it
yeah,
because-
yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Oh,
He
yeah.
blew it
I
because he
watched
was.
the
Probably not.
I watched
Ultra.
Backlash last night. It sucked, man.
It
I ain't
sucked.
gonna-
It's
hard.
It
ridiculous.
sucked.
It sucked. I couldn't stand. Like, what the hell?
Hey, I'm
I
glad.
mean,
we're
I
doing
don't like Cena as a heel. I mean, at least when Hulk Hogan he turned heel, he had the NWO. It's just
Yeah.
Cena, man. It's
It looks-
boring.
Okay,
It
the
looks fake.
Cena
It looks
turn
fake to me,
was
Loyal.
never supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen at WrestleMania. That would have been a bigger thing.
Yeah.
It was The Rock is the one who pushing this crap. He supposed to been
Yeah,
there. You don't get
I
somebody
will
with
say it has dropped off big time. Ultra says Loyal signature move is the dank belly suplex.
Oh, here we go.
that funny.
Hey, you know what, Ultra? I'm gonna have Dank do the Annihilator on you.
Dude, Dank will do the
Big
Yo,
re- I'm a
Rikishi.
big wrestling
Oh.
fan. I'm a big promo guy. If
Oh,
you do a
yeah,
great
yeah.
I'm
promo,
gonna rub your face in the dirt, you little punk, and then I'm gonna put you up, and then I'm gonna just let him.
No, he's old. He's got to be what? He's in his 70s now, right?
You think
yeah.
he cares?
He
Yeah,
ain't
man.
around
You
much
think
He
longer.
needs the
is
money,
a
though. He
shit-
needs the money.
Edge is
He
doing
don't
Edge
care.
is
But you know, I
wrestling.
went
Come
to
on,
Momo. I was in Clearwater. I went
Send
to
those guys
I went to
blood,
Hulk
man.
Hogan's beat shop. I seen Jimmy Hart, but I didn't see Hulk Hogan.
Oh, I want
But I
to see
heard-
that fool.
I heard that Hulk Hogan he's gonna have
Scaramouche
a hard
twist.
time getting up because his
Oh,
back,
yeah.
all the back surgeries he's had. They said he has to have
Well,
somebody help him get up.
Mark
Well,
Hudson
back surgery
says
is getting
wrestling's too
shots
fake.
for his back because it was so bad.
You know what,
Yeah.
Mark Hudson, we know, I wouldn't use the word fake, but it's scripted.
Oh my God.
Wrestling is
Yeah.
scripted, but with a good storyline, it's
Oh, they
very,
go
very
hard, though.
entertaining. And right now,
Yes,
the
it's
storyline,
entertaining. They do get
When
hurt.
when those guys get older, they feel it. They be some of them
Uh,
can't even walk.
again, just doing a normal bump is not easy. Like just taking
No.
just jumping off of the top rope, you have to harden your body, Paul.
And that mat doesn't give.
Not much, not as much as
Not
people
much.
think.
That 5-star frog splash.
I'm
hurts like a
focused on the
bitch.
Cowboys, and I'm hearing that we could get Jair Alexander. I was going to get into that. Again, he's still with the Green Bay Packers. I don't think he's going to remain with the Packers, but I'm not positive about that. I brought this up a while ago. Randy was on board with it. Jair Alexander would be good, but now that we went out and got Pickens. I mean, I don't know that they're going to make that move. They went out and got Kyer Elam. They drafted what's his name, Randy? Who did we draft?
As far as
East Carolina.
Ravel.
Ravel. Savon
Yeah.
Ravel. Thank you. I'm a little tired. Savon Ravel. So I think we need one more piece though. I ain't gonna lie. We need another corner. If you're asking me where I feel a little bit scary, is corner.
Salute to ECU. ECU.
ECU is right. He's a pirate, baby. He's a pirate.
Gilly.
You probably pick one up after people start first cuts.
Gilly.
Get rid of the fluorinate. Get rid of the fluorinate fish.
Yeah.
Get me a gilly.
What the
gilly
heck's
fish.
a Flournoy?
A fish.
That's Jerry
A
Jones'
Jerry Fish
guy.
pick.
Jerry Jones said he reminded him of Des Bryant.
We lost. Who we lose?
Remember that?
Momo. We lost Momo. Momo gone.
Is he?
They said, yeah, Jerry Jones said Flournoy reminded him of Des Bryant.
CZ, it splits
What?
like a Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai.
Kick that
Speaking of
thing
Cobra,
in
I want to see that new
face.
Karate Kid Legends. That looks like that's going to be good.
Well, yeah, when's it come
Yeah,
out?
it does.
I don't know, but I've seen the previews. It has Jackie Chan. It has Daniel
Yeah, I've seen it.
LaRusso.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Not my
Really?
show.
Is it real
Yeah.
or is it another one of those Facebook fakes?
They're
No,
gonna
this is
kinda,
real.
It's real.
It's
They're
real.
gonna kind of
Because
interweave
I
it.
guess they're supposed to train another kid, and Jackie Chan goes to Daniel Russo and says, "We need your help." So I guess they're going to train
Okay,
that kid.
I love that.
You
Big
combine
thing.
like
Mm.
But my
styles
thing
of
to you
karate
is Jackie
and
Chan.
kung fu. That's
Who
what
was
it
he
is.
playing though? Was Jackie Chan? He wasn't playing when he did.
He was like he's supposed to be like good friends with Mr. Miyagi in the movie.
Okay,
Yeah.
because
So,
remember they
you
did the
know-
one with Will Smith's kid.
Yeah.
That
Well,
was
he's
good.
supposed to
good.
That-
pick
that
up
was
from that, but
garbage.
this is like a spinoff of that. He's
Okay.
coming back. They're kind of bringing them together. But
We had
yeah,
the
Mr.
Super Bowl
Miyagi passed away a long
CB
time
tandem.
ago.
Let's go. I am ultra. I can't wait for this year. I can't. I really can't. I'm looking forward to it. I really do hope that we open up in Philly. I know people say why it's ring night. I just want to start off in Philly, man.
I want our team to be battle tested week 1 because I think
Get
when we play a
Mark's
tough
scared
team week
ass
1,
there. Well,
it benefits us. I mean, I went to the Tampa Bay game. We lost, but we went to the wire with them, and it made our season a lot better. And that's what I want. I don't want us to have a
I
cake.
like that ultra.
I don't want a cake schedule like week 1 like the Browns. I want some competition. I want somebody that's going to push us to the limit, or even if we lose, to try to set the tone for us. Let the team know, okay, this is where we're at.
Yeah,
I'm
and
also curious.
Exactly. I'm down with that too.
I disagree with this. Diggs is gone. If you look at Diggs' contract, I don't agree that he's going to get traded. I think he would have to be a release type of guy. But again, his money hasn't really
Not
hit.
till next. Yeah, You're
Not
gonna
even
say it,
for a
Brian.
while though. When you look into it, at least for a couple years, I like where Ultra is going. Where transition him into a center field type safety, dude. He would be unbelievable in that spot. You know, let's say after next year, let's say Ravel is that guy. We extend. I don't know why we're talking about Mark's making videos about what's his name is all but gone. I don't see that at all. I don't see a Deron Bland gone at all. I don't understand that.
They're good players. I don't know why they would want to.
Well, I don't know why Mark did the video. Like, what is he hearing? Deron Bland is not going anywhere.
Absolutely nothing.
He got hurt last year, but I mean, the
just
year
don't
before
know.
that, he
what
was
do you mean he's all
balling
but
out.
gone? What are we talking about? He's their best
I don't
corner. He's a
Unless he's
game
thinking about some
breaker.
cap.
I'm like, you guys got the money that could keep him. I mean, it
But I
doesn't make
mean,
sense.
You keep him and you switch, and I like where he's going. You know, you have Ravel, play the cornerback. You got, you would hope that Kalen Carson gets better. We brought Kyer Elam. He might be a keeper. You have, we have, I just don't know.
Nah, Arturo. Nah, bro.
Laura wants to be
Not
battle
that.
a test to wrestle Momo. Momo looks like a
Well,
sumo wrestler.
I was going to say, he was like, what's his name from, what's his name? Street Fighter.
He would
Honda.
yeah.
Who's that? Which one?
Oh, boy. That's
Yeah,
sumo
Philly
wrestler.
D. Anybody
Oh,
that
what's
says
his name?
They're not
Damn.
excited about
E Honda. He don't look
E
like
Honda.
Rob's texting me. What I do? What I do wrong?
E Honda.
My daughter
Or
and
you
son.
guys on
Law
old
with a
wrestling
legend.
game.
Oh shit! Look at that. There you go.
call the
Nice.
game time smack around down.
Game time
love
smack
it.
around.
Yeah.
I love it, Rob. Mark
Look,
probably
my kid-
ran
my
out of
fi-
material on his 100th video of the
Yeah.
day. That's why the Bland video came out. I just don't see us getting rid of Bland. Bland's a homegrown
Sure, we'll
talent.
take him. We'll take him. No problem.
I mean, Bland
come
is.
over
I bet you will. You guys need a
I
quarterback.
don't understand.
Thank
that
you,
one,
Mark.
man.
Thank you.
Fuck
At least
that.
keep him for another year. At least let this kid get,
I
Don't get me
just
wrong.
don't
I like
understand
Bland
why
better.
we're.
than-
I mean, our secondary is finally starting
I
to
just
get
think
good. I don't
Bland
want to go back to the
covers-
Yeah.
old days of secondary where we just
That's
got
what
burned all
cracks
the
me
time.
up. I mean, like searching for content. Why are we trying to tear the team away already? We haven't even played the season yet. I just
Yo, my question now for me, my curiosity would be
Butler too, West Virginia. Boom. The Josh Butler was huge last year, and he got hurt, but he's ahead of schedule. Local, I think he's from Frisco. Randy, I believe. He's still there, Randy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
The
here.
Butler did real
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
He's
Butler
here.
is from his Frisco.
Oh, I thought you were talking to yourself. You're talking to yourself in the third person. Yeah, he's here. He's here. Nothing wrong
my
with
kid-
Ultra
He
that's
might
taking
be.
Super
He
Bowl.
actually might be the slot if he comes back, and then you put Bland on one end, and you put Ravel.
You know what
if he's-
helps, Randy? All these guys. You know what helps?
Flexibility.
Well, and more importantly, a pass rush.
Yes. Well, you're right. You're exactly right. That could
It's
help any
amazing how
defensive
good
back.
your back end looks when the
Your
quarterback's
front
got
end
to
is.
get rid of the ball, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
You're right. I think we're going to have the best defensive rush in the NFL this year.
Well, I don't even want to go that far. I mean, I hear you.
Be top 5.
I just want to be.
I'm not gonna say that.
I want to
yet,
be top
Randy.
10 by the end of the year. If you're top 10, I think offensively we will be, and if defense, if you can be a top 10, I think now you are on to something.
I mean, I'm not a big college eye for talent. I mean, I
Not,
watched
then
Ohio
you
State
won't.
obviously because they play, but this EZ kid, I hear he's good. I haven't seen him play.
Again,
So
it's funny.
He reminds me of the
What's up,
linebacker
Steven?
from Buffalo that's out on the free agency market right now.
Von Miller.
Von Miller. He
Oh,
reminds me
yeah.
of Von Miller. Is who he
Ooh.
reminds me of.
That's a big.
Ooh.
That's big.
I'm telling you,
But
that's
you
who
gotta
he
think
looks
we
like.
still got edge rushers that we don't know who's going to start. I mean, we know Micah's going to start, but you
Well,
got Sam Williams, you got
Marshawn
Nealon,
Darth,
you got this
Dante
kid. So it's going to
Fowler,
be
Dante Fowler, Ezeraku. You have Tyrus Wheat. Not the I could pull up the depth chart. It's
So
crazy.
you don't know who's really going to play alongside on the other side of Micah yet.
Yeah.
Well, like
We
I
don't
said,
know.
Is Micah even going to be
on the gridiron?
Is Micah going to even be on the outside? I mean, they
No,
may
it's not up yet.
patrol him on the inside somewhere.
It depends on
hope
what
they
the new
move him
defensive coordinator
around
does with him.
everywhere.
I mean, my
Right.
gut tells me because that's where he thrives, is on the edge. He's not so effective at linebacker. I mean, he's better as an edge rusher to me.
Yep, they've been saying that for the longest.
But linebacker, inside linebacker, I mean, you could use him, move him around to kind of try to confuse offenses, but his biggest strength is on the edge.
Well, for me, guys, my question is, I'm very curious at how we're going to put these bye weeks, because those bye weeks screw some teams like crazy.
Yeah, they do. And some of them get them too early.
Yeah.
Didn't you
Yeah,
guys get hit with a early bye week?
What's up, Clemente?
Do what now, Jesse?
Did you guys get hit early with a bye week last year? Maybe
It was 4 or 5. I
It
think
was like after week 4 or
yeah,
5.
yeah. You guys got clobbered after that, so you couldn't heal anybody.
They do that because we play on Thanksgiving Day every year. Is what they do.
Okay. I was gonna make sure. I'm just
So,
curious.
Randy, who do you
too.
think we're playing on Thanksgiving this year?
If I'm guessing, it's going to be Washington.
Yes, that's who I was thinking. Definitely,
That's-
I was thinking the Commanders.
Bring them on in. We're gonna
Momo go
smoke
nuts.
them.
Smoked
Momo go
ass.
nuts.
We're gonna smoke them. I'm telling you, we're gonna be better than people think we're gonna be
There
better.
we go.
We're gonna sneak up on people.
Well-
Everybody, everywhere I go. Well, the Cowboys are gonna do okay. I don't know what you're watching, but what I'm seeing is we haven't done in years. I'm telling you, we're gonna make the playoffs. I'm telling y'all right now, we're gonna make the playoffs. I don't know how far we're gonna go, but we're gonna make the playoffs. Washington's going to find the Giants right by them. The Giants are going to be better this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're
Ultra-
going to bend 7,
Watch me.
8 wins, and Washington's going to dip down some. I think Washington could find themselves in the base.
Come on, have
I'm
me some
telling you.
Washington.
They don't have any defensive line.
Exactly. That's why I keep ragging on Momo. Yeah,
None.
brother, that's what it is.
They haven't picked up no defensive linemen, and they lost 3 of their main defensive players.
There you go. They're in a boatload of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually doing like Los Angeles. Lost a lot of players, and then they got
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. I
And
can't
you're-
wait.
And the Giants, their line got better.
Yep.
Their defensive line got. Hey, I like the guy
Exactly.
y'all picked up. I like Alexander.
Yeah, Xander. We got Dan Carter, and then what's his face? When it's there already, forget his name.
Got one of our guys.
Burns. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Okay,
we'll
so is
see.
it just
We're gonna
me,
see.
or are you guys glad, kind of, that you're not hearing all this bull crap about freaking analytics now? Like every freaking time when it comes to our team.
Well, it's called the analytics. They've been
I'm
talking
sick and
about
tired of analytics. It cannot gauge player intangibles. It just doesn't. I mean, statistics, yeah, but
those.
I'm glad that we
Uh,
haven't had to hear that crap lately, and I'm glad we've gotten to the point where we're finding people that are captains, team leaders,
I'm with you,
guys that want to
Chris.
strive, and I think
I'm with you
that's
too,
going to
Chris.
be the difference.
Yeah, I think
Chris,
that makes a huge difference on your team. People aren't going to, when Booker came into mini camp or the rookie mini camp, they said he took over right away. I like that. I like that because they're going to put up with no bullshit.
Oh yeah.
well, and Chris, analytics is basically not what should be, so what should be, not what will be. So that's bullshit.
Yeah, I just think it's just false.
It's
hope.
just saying, oh well, you should go for it. On analytics says
Exactly,
you should go
what
for it.
should
on
be.
down.
and that's the game management part of it. Yeah, I understand that too.
Well, look what happened to Seattle in the Super Bowl.
That
Analytics
was
said they
just
should
pure
have ran
stupidity.
it, but they threw the pass and cost them the game.
That was just stupidity. I can't believe to this day they did that.
Facts, Rob.
Yeah, Rob says, I think Carter will be really good.
Well,
Giants
like I
have a
said,
great D line. Yeah, man. And again,
I agree.
show
Abdul,
me.
he's
That's all
going
I'm
to get
saying.
some sacks. He's going
Like
to
I
get some
said,
sacks.
show
believe
me.
that.
Get on that gridiron and show me. Then I'll be satisfied.
He's going to get some sacks.
you got to be excited, though. That's
Oh yeah, of course.
now's
of course,
the time to be excited.
I mean, he may even get some against us. I mean, the guy's good. He's a monster.
Now's the time to get. Yeah, I'm excited. He's a monster, but he's very raw and green.
Exactly.
He's
But
way.
like it,
He's really raw. He's rawer than Micah Parsons was.
oh,
from my
definitely.
opinion.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like keeping
So
You don't just get number 11 at Penn. Number 11 at Penn State is a big number.
But I
you
think
don't just
he
get
got
that number.
overdrafted, and I'm not here to crap on the pick. I think he got a little overdrafted because of what Mike has become. And I think Abdul Carter's good, but I put up the stats. I'm not here to say he's going to.
He could be like what
Easy
Micah Parsons
stats are
is to
better
us
than
for
Carter.
them.
Yeah, that's what I think.
He'll be like their version of Micah Parsons.
I agree with you, Brian. I think his name, number 11, gave him
what I
a
mean?
little bit of extra stuff there. I agree with you.
I'm not saying he's not going to be good. I think he is going to be good.
Oh, he is going to be good.
But I mean, I'm
I
just
agree
saying. I
with
think
you.
he was a little, really. I mean, third overall, good.
Mhm.
I guess if Micah was to be redrafted, right, he probably would go third overall. So I guess it's about right. He has to hit. He can't be a miss. He can't be. I don't know, Jesse. Right now, early indications, it's stupid shit. But I think he's bitching about the wrong stuff. The last thing he needs to worry about is a number right now. The number will work its way out. Not even the Lawrence Taylor stuff. I'm just talking about
Phil Simms too.
Just lighten up, bro. Hey, Linda, how are you?
I think what they're going to do, the team members, the defensive team, and the DC is going to go grab him by his neck and say, "Yo, calm down, slow it down, slow your roll."
I mean, and as good as Micah is, he's got flaws in his game, right? He does. I mean, you could scheme him up if it's Micah and a bunch of nobodies, you're in trouble. Where Mike is going to flourish is if he has other guys on that line, not in the secondary. You need guys up front on the line, which is why I'm excited about Easy and the return of Marshawn Nealon, the return of Dante Fowler.
We'll see Arturo.
You're getting a guy like Solomon Thomas in there. Oso Digizua, obviously, every year is taking a step up. Mozzie, hopefully, can take a step. Jay Tuia, and hopefully we make another move.
I'll tell you one thing I don't want him to do is I don't want him to start talking crap about, we got to name our defense this, and this.
No, I don't want
Go
that
out
either.
there and prove yourself first before you start coming up with names.
You know that's going to happen. Somebody's going to say something.
The hot boys.
No fly
This has
zone.
got to be the Dallas Cowboys defense and be done with it.
Yeah, Kalen Carson
more
saying
bull
no
crap.
fly zone. Yeah.
He's an airbag. He wasn't no seatbelt. He
They-
reminded me of an airbag.
They flew
Airbag.
and they flew a lot. What are
Fucking
you
buoy.
talking about? They flew low. They flew under the hard deck. What are you talking about? No fly zone. It was hysterical.
Now, honestly, I don't think I've been this excited about a season in quite a while.
But the hot boys.
Hot boys.
Oh my God, that is.
You know why they're going to call them the hot boys? Because they're going to get burnt.
Yeah, couldn't cover.
No, we got all the hot boys are gone now. So this is a
Thank God.
D-Law was the last
Happy
of the hot
Mother's Day to
boys.
all the mothers. If you're a mother, happy birthday. Yeah, Mark Hutchinson. I miss my mother, man. I was a mama's boy. She's been passed away since 2008.
Yeah.
South Philly girl. She met my father, who was in the military. Father was born in Oklahoma, raised in Dallas, Texas. So my dad was in the military. He was in Fort Belvoir, right near Mark's house. Actually, my mother was a South Philly girl, legal secretary in Washington D.C. They kind of, like everybody does, they would always relocate over the bridge into South Jersey, where I'm at. And I miss my mom, I will say. So if you have a mom out there,
Yeah, my mom's in Puerto Rico, way out there.
Yeah, I talked to my
Yeah.
mom today.
just cherish them
Yeah.
because when they're gone, it hurts.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
getting
it
up there in
does.
age, and that meant that dementia is starting to kick in. So really, preparing myself.
Yeah.
Nothing like a mom.
No,
No
not at all. I
doubt.
love my
That's
dad.
all
Don't
I
get me
got
wrong,
left.
but there was something like
Yeah, dad's a
it's
dad,
just-
but mom
it's
is
just a
just
little
mom.
different. It's something a little different.
Mhm.
I know, Arturo. It sucks, brother. It sucks. I will say this: my mother was a diehard Cowboys fan, a diehard. So I know South Philly girl. I know, but my dad had a big influence on her. So, but we always went to the Phillies games and stuff. So we were big Phillies fans. But anyway, yeah. Hope everybody takes good. If your mom's around, please take care of her.
Yes.
Linda
Most
didn't
definitely.
compare Parsons to Nolan Smith. Yeah, I'm not going there.
Hold on, guys.
I'm not going there. Clemente, Mike has got a bunch of number one draft picks backing him up. Again, I think this is a pretty deep team they got this year. Only Dallas Cowboys guys, only they have to not have a hole anywhere, right? It's like, well, there's always an excuse, right?
Nothing you did
Well,
made a difference.
If
Yeah.
when we traded for the player the other day, Pickens, it was okay. Well, y'all are not going to be able to control him. He's very good, close friends, long friends with C.D. Lamb.
Yeah,
A
absolutely.
lot of people aren't talking about that.
Who's that?
And
Um,
Pickens, George
Pickens.
Pickens.
They're
Oh, I
close,
didn't know that.
Probably
long-time
needs to change his
friends.
scenery. That's all
that
he needs.
and his teammates in Pittsburgh loved him. He was,
And that
not
goes a
in
long
locker
way
room
because
cancer.
look at Hurts and Brown. They're good friends.
Again, we don't know how
And
it's
look
going to
how they
work
work
out.
together.
Right? There's only one football. The good thing is we don't have a big time running back that we have to give the ball 30 times to. We're going to have a running back by committee with a bunch of young guys. That's good. I want to see Hunter Lepke involved getting the ball because that's what he does. Good. I want to see Jadon Blue. I want to see the 7th round pick. I want to see Javonte Williams. I don't think Miles Sanders makes the team. I don't know about Deuce Vaughn. Probably not. I'll be honest with you. Look for a trade. Look for a trade. But, if so, that's great. We do have Deuce Vaughn's college coach here. Just remember, I like Deuce Vaughn. That's Mark Hutchinson's guy. But Deuce Vaughn, behind a good line, could be very, very dangerous. But, again, I don't know if we'll get the opportunity. Mark Hutchinson,
like
we're all
Hunter
about this
myself.
draft. We drafted a bunch of team captains. Yes. Team leaders. So, again, I like
They did
those.
Like Loyal was talking about Blue. I think he's going to be a great addition to us on those outside edges and stuff. But I
Well,
think,
Loyal,
a
I'm
guy
going to
with
hurt
like
you.
Hunter Lumpy,
I'm going to make you
I think he's a
upset,
good
brother.
guy. That's going to be good right
Dallas,
Why is that?
Dallas
That's just me.
really, really wanted Judkins. But,
Oh yeah, I know.
But the Browns drafted him at the top of the 2nd round. You got to take your hat off. There's not much they could do.
Yeah, they had to get somebody. I
But
mean, I wanted
Kenyon
Judkins.
Hey, they got.
I wanted
they got-
Judkins or Henderson, but
Hey, they got
it didn't work
Shador.
out.
What'd you-
I think it worked out pretty good for us, though.
He's gonna be the
No,
next
I
Tom
hear
Brady.
ya.
That's what he
Oh
says.
yeah.
I think
Yep.
Judkins is a beast, though. Like he would be more of a Zeke type clone without the. I mean, that's who he reminded me of a little bit. But Judkins was a physical back. Jadon Blue is not that guy. So you got to hope that the 7th round pick or Javonte Williams.
Javonte Williams is going to make a difference if he's healthy. I'm telling you, he's a very good running back.
Bobby Babinski looking over
I
the
could see
NFC
Blue.
East.
I
Alter,
think
you
I
guys
think Blue's
are
gonna
those
make
are
it
good
for you guys.
player.
I'm seriously. I really wanted
Thanks,
Blue.
brother. Thanks for the positivity, Bobby.
What about Ultra calls them dumb pigeons?
Blue can be a
Never thought
Pollard
about
with the
calling them
Jets.
You know who's going to have a big year this
Who's
year?
that?
Nobody's talking about Ferguson
Yeah.
because
yeah.
now
That's
your
Ultra's
field is
guy.
wide open and the
Ultra
seams
can't
are going to
stand
be
Ferguson.
open on both sides. You
You're
watch.
gonna have that over the top and underneath seams too.
Yes,
That double tight end set, a whole bunch of
yes.
shit. That's gonna
Dak
be
will
great.
Dak will have his best friend back, the tight end.
Well,
And there's no excuse now, Randy. There
nope,
absolutely no
there is
excuse
none.
for
I
Dak.
agree with you. I
No,
agree.
I don't want to hear Mark saying, "Oh, that's no." You guys you have the people in place. Now it's his turn.
you know how
You know what
that
I mean?
works, Jesse. The bar will always be moved.
Yep,
Mhm.
I know.
I mean,
But-
even if we do good, I think we're going to do good. That's the difference. I think we're going to put up killer numbers this year on offense, and I
I
think
do too.
Dak's going to be in. Like 19 months ago, Dak was the runner up to the MVP. I think he's looking at that type of season again, but I could give a crap about that. It's all about what you do in the playoffs. He's going to put up numbers. Be
You know?
careful what you wish for game time. Here we go, baby. Oh, man. Bobby, you going to Hopper, my friend.
I think by next year,
Bobby, come
even
to
if
Vegas.
Dak does
Hang out
great,
with us.
even Dak does pretty well, does great. They're going to start thinking about getting another quarterback groomed. You know what I mean?
Well, they traded for one I think that can take his place if they have to.
Mm-hmm.
He's a runner and a thrower, so I mean,
You know,
I'm
football's
looking at long term
like
here.
a chess game, and I see that it's the same thing
Yep.
with management in many
You
ways.
know, we are
so you
doing
have to
something
be on
right
top of things.
when we are the target. George
So,
DC for life. We're
I don't
always the
blame them for
target.
getting them.
I don't either.
Good pick.
Everybody hates us, George. George is a cameraman, so you're always on the sideline. Everybody wants to beat Dallas, even when we stink. Linda 57 was a
Everybody
long
wants to
time
run
from.
me over when I'm
Well, that's
walking
because
out.
Jerry Jones put the
What's
target
up,
on the back.
Mem 10?
Well, if you remember last year,
Remember.
Washington wanted us. We gave it to Washington after they said they wanted us. We gave it
Well, they
to
got
them.
it.
Louis
They
T.
and
almost
they
had a
got
heart
oh
attack that day.
superstar Cooper Rush.
Gave it to him, Randy. Gave it to him without no Vaseline. Even Momo
That's
felt
right.
it.
And Cooper Rush was the hero.
Idiot. Oh, what a loser. Good. Good. More for me and you.
Shit.
Shake it back.
Wait, you want me to do my Eric Cartman one?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
You guys, I'm going home. You guys, I'm going home.
Mem 10, we love to hate. Dude, I think that's what makes this division the best. I
It
really
is.
do. I do. I really do think it makes it the best. You know what I think has killed the game now? I think dome stadiums.
The referees.
The domes
Yeah,
have
that
killed
too.
it. I think the dome stadiums have killed it.
I
I
know, dude.
understand.
I remember
That's the big argument around here. Dome.
Well, I
I
just
remember
think
when I was a kid watching all those games in the
what's
mud,
up? I
man.
see a bunch of losers. What's going on? Why are you being mean? Come on, man.
Those 80s games where they played
Come on,
like on the
Bobby.
baseball diamond, kind of like football field, like in
Well,
Oakland.
we
all
here
the
in Philly.
mud.
Yeah, Chris, we here in Philly. They're talking about me. Oh, dome. We don't need no dome. We know no stinking dome.
Hey, back in my day, nobody wanted to go to Metropolitan Stadium in Minnesota and play
That's what I
in
mean.
the outdoors.
Yeah.
Between
Nobody
Minnesota,
wanted-
Detroit.
Yeah, nobody wanted to go up there.
Mark
I remember
Hudson
watching the
says
games. Whew.
Easy or Fowler starts too. Again, I think this is going to be one of them years, Mark, that it don't really matter who starts because we got so many guys rotating in that I really don't care. I would say who's in at the end of the game. That's how you know. What's up, Glimmerman? You know who's in right at the end of the game when
Mhm.
it's close, and I guess it's time and situation,
What's up,
right?
Glimmer?
I mean, if you're up and you want to just do a pass rush, then you're gonna have Fowler, Micah. You're gonna have those guys. If you are even like where a team has the run option, you're gonna have guys like Ezaraku and Marshawn Nealon in the game. Eagles are going to smoke the NFC East this year. Oh, Bobby, I
Keep dreaming.
Yep.
think you're smoking something. I think you're right
Yeah.
now with Aaron
Yeah, ask
Rodgers in
Mahomes
the
about
cave.
that. See
I
what
think
happens.
he's a little tipsy.
My
Not with
guy.
all that
A
good
little.
stuff
I think he hit the
lost.
whole damn bottle.
Gonna be good, but not
What do you
that
drink,
great.
Bobby? What's your liquor of choice? I bet you he's a Miller High Life type of guy.
That's funny.
He's a red label
Steven,
type of
that's
guy.
funny.
My dad used to drink that red label or black label.
I gotta
shit.
use that, Steve. I gotta use that nut line for them.
Bobby
I
spreads
bet
his
some
cheeks
different
like
than everybody.
he is a field goal post.
Oh,
Oh my god. Oh, sorry.
And it's good.
my drink of choice is Jägermeister.
Jaeger. I haven't had Jaeger in
Jaeger.
years. A little
Name here.
Goldschlager, huh, Chris
Jaeger was
May?
a shot of monster, man.
My God,
Hey,
in the military, that's what them guys used to get messed up on.
The
them.
Jaeger bomb.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
yeah. Heineken's a
Oh
good
yeah, I
deal.
remember them.
I just can't drink. I can't drink American beer anymore. I don't know why.
You
If
guys
it's
are
like
delusional again.
Tecate
No, we're
or
just
like
having fun,
Corona
Bobby.
or
Nobody's saying
like a
nothing.
Heineken.
I remember we used to
I'm
do
alright.
it. I remember doing it in a couple places that have German bars, and it's called Das Boot. It was the fucking glass boot, and you had to
Oh
drink the
yeah,
whole
I have
thing.
a glass boot. in the
Yeah,
other
my
room.
dad told me about that.
Oh,
He was
God.
stationed in Germany.
You never watched
some
that
other funky
movie,
crap that's
My
over
man
there,
had
too.
one of my fellow servicemen brought it from Germany, brought it to Louisiana, where I was at, and we used to drink from that damn thing, Jaeger.
Yeah, Chris, you would
Jaeger.
like the German beer that they used to have when I was over there back in the 70s and 80s.
Nice, Bobby.
Oh, those
Ike
are the days,
bomb.
Randy.
Over there.
Ike bomb.
Oh God.
Pipe bomb.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah.
That's some rough shit.
Remember, Randy? Remember Einstein?
I remember years ago when I went to Vegas, I stumbled on, and it's not the best tasting, but the way they do it out of these cold machines, you can get shots, but they're really really cold of Fireball. So,
Fireball, yeah.
It's not the best tasting, but if it's really cold, it's not bad.
I like the
Is
high
that going
noons.
down?
Hey, Brian, remember us in the barracks would do, and Randy would know this, the dreaded jungle juice.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We get a
Jungle
whole
juice.
little refrigerator, those igloos, fill it up wherever liquor you had at the area, and then cut pineapples, lemons, oranges, mix it with ice. Then you got the little spout.
Bobby
You be
drinks
playing
wine
there,
coolers.
relaxed. Bobby drinks wine
He
coolers.
drinks White Claw.
I like the high noons. You guys ever had those?
I know what they are. I've never
Yeah,
had them.
I've had it before.
They're like vodka, and they got
Ugh.
different mixes. They're not bad.
Yeah, I
That's what
only
Flint-
drink beer when I'm away. Like the last beer I had was when I was with hanging with Wade and Phil. Yeah,
I thought you were rough there, Mark. With Mark that one day,
Well,
one time.
here's the deal: you can't start when you're out with the guys and you're on a sports trip. You're out early, right? You're out somewhere at 11. You just can't start doing rum and cokes at 11 and roll that in all day.
No, I'm not day drinkers. I'd be tired. And I don't want to be
like
tired.
you need to have like a beer, a light beer or something. You can't go strong. Like I'll usually do Miller Lite or something. If
Well, you
I
can't do
have to.
shots either. You can't do like the hard liquor anywhere in the sun either.
Here
That's right.
is for the
Kill ya.
rent's consideration.
I'm not much of a drinker, but
420.
when I do drink is Jaeger usually. But I think
I
the
can
last
remember-
shot I had was when what's his face died.
You have a wrench.
Rashid.
Coyote.
Yeah.
It was the last time I had a shot.
There you
Yeah,
go, the wrench.
I remember them carrying guys back in the barracks. I mean, they were out and there were 4 or 5 guys carrying the guys back in the barracks.
Yep, remember that?
What's
day?
your
Remember
thought on
Mark?
Revel? Mark Hutchton wants to know about Savon Revel. I like him, but Randy, give him your thoughts on Savon Revel.
I think Siobhan Revel's going to be a shutdown corner when he gets a little experience behind him. He's 206 pounds, I believe, 6'3".
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he's a big guy. And Brian, I sent you the video on him. I mean, he's training like a son of a
He's
gun
going to be
right now.
fine. He's going to be fine. He may start out on pup, but
Yeah, I think he's going to start out on pup.
here's the deal, Mark Hutchton. Savon Revel was the first round. He would have been the first corner taken in the draft. He suffered an ACL in September of last year. You know how that works. It's normally a 12-month year. So he will be ready to start the season. I like the kid. Again, he's not your typical, he's like a little over 6'2" and a half. He's not your typical tall kid.
Damn, Ultra.
Just look at him run. He is an athlete, and he has a lot to learn. But
He's a hitter too.
Yeah, but he has unbelievable instincts, and he's an athlete, and that could make up for some stuff, that you will have to learn at the next level. Love the pick, Savon Revel. That's what I meant to say this morning, and I'll get to the
Revel,
two super
Revel.
chats. What I meant to say this morning was, and I heard this on 105.3 earlier in the week, if they were to go Tet McMillan, let's say he dropped to 12, the odd guy out would have been Easy. They would have not taken Easy in the second. They would have went Savon Revel at 44. That's who was going to be their pick. If they would have had their wide receiver, but I could be wrong. That's the speculation. And then, like I said, they would have traded out of the second pick to get that 4th round pick, and they would have taken Ravel, but they probably would have gotten a higher running back or something like that, or they would have taken an offensive lineman in the 3rd round. You know what I mean? If they would drop down in the 2nd round. So that's what the difference was. They loved Ravel. It kind of reminded me of the CeeDee Lamb draft, where CeeDee Lamb fell to them, and then obviously Diggs fell to them.
Because they were
Dallas
going to
fans
pick
get one
Diggs in
player
the
and they think they
first
will
round.
win. Well, we are going to win, Bobby. I don't know. We're going to win
hell of a
games,
pick, bro.
Bobby. Come on now.
When I came in, I was excited, man. I was like, oh, right on. That was one hell of a pick.
Yeah, it was.
Bobby,
I'm just
you were
excited about the way our offseason has gone. A lot of the players that we drafted in we picked up in free agency aren't starter players. They're fill-ins to where we were weak with backups.
Their
So
bodies.
I think, yeah, and then the draft fell right in place. Everybody didn't like the Booker pick at first, but now it looks like they were geniuses by the way everything is falling for the Cowboys.
Is it true that the Ultra says Bobby loves the Momo mudslide shots where you run them down the crack? That would be a double shot just by the looking of his crack. And listen, I didn't want to look at his crack, but we all got to see it.
Mark Holm has dibs.
I'm not saying
Well,
that.
they're firing at each other. Here comes a super chat from Bobby.
Oh, God.
Bedpan. Ham off the bone and 1,000 pounds of meat up the middle for Ultra and Arturo. Dallas still sucks. Bobby, what's going on, brother?
Bobby's ruthless today.
You were on our side the other day. God damn, Bobby.
He's turned back to the dark side.
Bobby.
You got the F, the F dot Y dot. Yeah, man.
Oh, Mark was giving it to old Drew today.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. He said he was pretty serious with him, too.
What did he say?
He told him, he said, son, you're dead to me now.
What? Really?
Yeah, because of what was said on your podcast.
What did he say?
What did he say?
I don't remember what, Chris, do you remember what Drew said on Brian's podcast to piss him off about Mark?
I don't remember necessarily what hand was set it off.
Okay, I got you, Bobby. I got you. Thank you.
He mentioned multiple people.
Man, what are you doing, brother? I thought we were tight.
He was just kind of just irritated at the fact that, and I can understand this a little bit because it's getting old to me too. The sexual
yeah, I know
stuff
he
like
does.
That.
Come to
So
Vegas.
I can understand that.
I can too. But he
referred to what it is. But if you want to see what happened, just go back and watch. I don't want to rain on anybody's parade or say something that I might not know.
Why is he mad at me now? Something I said? Game time. Do you think
No,
Jair
no,
said
no, no. It was something Drew said about Mark on your podcast.
Yeah.
You're dead to me?
Right now.
Okay.
Yeah, he told him he was dead to him.
Nice.
For that I remember.
Everybody in their feelings.
Yeah. Hey, Jesse, I heard that y'all are shopping your defensive lineman around Thibodeau.
Yeah, Thibodeau. Yeah, I've heard that. I wanted to confirm before I had said it, but
yeah, I would.
It's got to a point. I wouldn't. After you gave him enough years. I mean, if he hasn't done anything now, he's not going to do anything.
What would you want? Draft capital or a player?
Draft cap. Definitely draft cap. Just in case. Just in case.
I would
because
see
we're
if
still
I
on
could trade him
rebuild.
for like a player, maybe a young.
Well,
player.
maybe a cornerback, possibly a cornerback. But right now, until I see him on the gridiron, I take draft cap.
Yeah.
You never know. Maybe you don't know if this dart will pan out, and if we get a good pick, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Just depends, like I
that's
said, the gridiron.
interesting. Yeah, I didn't see it. So was that today?
Yes,
Mark?
I heard it. I didn't want to confirm it or deny whatever until.
I heard
Yeah.
that a couple of weeks ago. I did hear it, but I'm
But I think
trying to
his
look-
time and his time here is over with. Damn, and I liked him too when they first drafted him.
Yeah, but he hasn't done anything for y'all.
Exactly. All he's been doing is doing just there. He hasn't done anything. So
I mean, he don't sack the quarterback. He don't
do nothing. He's just a body. I'm like, well, take that body, give it to somebody else. Let's get something out of him. While he's still young, relatively young, should I say?
Yeah, if it's not working, you're not getting production.
Yeah, maybe he'll be productive somewhere else. Who knows? Well, he ain't doing nuts for us here.
Well,
So,
I think this Mozzie Smith is. I think this is his year. He either better step up or he's going to be gone.
That's another thing. Yeah, Monty, I don't know about him. I don't get it because he seems to be a good player.
Yeah, but thus far he's been a disappointment. I mean, we took him number 1, and he ain't got nothing to show for it. And I'm tired of hearing every year. Oh, we give him time. Give him time.
Yeah, give it time. Just like
his time is like John Cena says. The time is up. His time is now.
Yeah, I agree.
Problem in that draft
he's
was
got to show me something.
Exactly. That's like I say about Thibodeau. Same thing I say about Thibodeau.
Or else, to me, he's like another Taco Charlton. Just
well, that was a bad
taco.
That might be the worst pick we ever made.
He might be selling tacos right now.
Taco.
Not on my taco truck. No, just kidding.
You got a taco truck,
show me
Chris?
something.
No. That was just a joke.
Okay.
Had a taco truck. I'd be busy all the time, man.
Hey, I used to have a hot dog stand. Trust me, and it was fun to have, boy.
Yeah, I've kind of done some
Bobby?
stuff sort of like that.
Damn. He's got a chip on his shoulder tonight.
Happy Mother's Day, Lucius.
Daniel wants to know game time. How would you feel about Gilly back if we don't get Alexander?
Gilly, I would love Gilly back, but
I would too.
I want Gilly back, honestly.
I
just,
at least until Diggs comes back.
I think somebody's coming in. I think it still might be him. I don't think.
Well,
I think it's one of those deals.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I say, but they've been hinting. I've been hearing the talking heads of the hit that Dallas.
I think it's one of those deals. Thanks, Bobby. I think it's one of those deals where, they wanted to get a look-see, and they're going to see how these guys are coming along, and if they have to go, they'll sign him late in the training camp. That's kind of how I think that's going to work. But who knows? We said 3 years, but I will give him credit. Mozzie was better in year 2. He was Coyote. So we'll see what he does this year.
I don't think he was a number. I'll just put it this way. I don't think he was a number. He's a number 1 pick. I mean, he probably could have got him in the 3rd or 4th round.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I don't see him as being a number 1 pick.
I don't either. I didn't like his pick, and I sure didn't like Taco Charlton's pick.
Taco. I'm looking out here. I'm looking at
like Spoonmaker. I'm not gonna say
Spoonmaker was another one I didn't like.
Spoon liquor.
Remember that?
Yeah.
That was our number 2 pick. It's like that.
That was a bad draft.
Horrendous.
Everybody's
But we did get
That was
over.
a horrendous draft.
Except
for Cooper Beebe. No, Cooper Beebe came out last year. Never mind. I'm thinking the year before.
Overshown was the 3rd round pick that year.
Overshown, yeah. Agent Zero was good.
Yeah, I hope they give him time to come back and be healthy.
Yeah.
I remember your Dallas fans here when my coworkers were scratching their heads. Studa what?
I'm looking at available defensive tackles. I mean, what would you think of a guy like Maurice Hurst? He's still out there. 30 years old, out of Cleveland. I'm just saying there are guys still out there, defensive tackles.
Is DJ Reader in there or something? Because I heard something.
Yeah, Mark.
About that.
He's still with Detroit.
Angelo? No, hell no. I don't want Bryce.
Detroit.
No, I did. Oh, is he still with them? Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know if he was a free agent. I was like, I thought they signed him.
They're talking about cutting him though June 1st though.
Oh, well, that's a possible thing. You never know.
Because they drafted a couple linemen.
Yeah, because they drafted.
There you go. I wanted him last year. Remember, he was out of Cincinnati, and they didn't go for him. But different. Mark says nothing's going to happen until post June 1. I agree with you, Mark. Wild Boy
True.
Trey, what's going on, brother? But yeah,
Marcus said,
you know, there are.
Decent with
I'm
crappy
just
things.
really surprised. I think that I would say the most lucrative position still out there would be the defensive backs. It's very interesting that available guys is obviously Stephon Gilmore, but we talked about it. What's his name? Asante, Asante Samuel Jr.
Oh,
is
Junior.
still out there. So just kind of surprising that nobody's picked him up yet. Coyote, game time. We need a trade. We can get one more A+ to B guy, but have to give a rental or the cap is going to get more imaginative. Yeah, I would like to see them at the end of training camp be a little bit active in trading player for player.
I would too.
That's where I don't want to give up any more draft picks. I would rather, unless it's a 5th round pick, I don't want to give up anything higher. I would like to be use your brain a little bit, see where you're heavy, like defensive end. If everybody if Easy is everything you think he is, then you may be able to move a Sam Williams. I don't know what you can get for him, but there'll be somebody who's gonna want to give you something, player for player on an expiring deal. That's we'll take somebody on an expiring deal and flip them. I'm not saying him, but somebody. Ultra says we are good at CB. We need one more one tech. Yeah, I agree with the one more one tech. I'm just worried at the beginning of the year, Ultra. Let's say we're hostile environment, right? We open up in Washington, right? Let's say we open up in Washington or something like that, or we open up in MetLife. Who's going to be at the cornerback? Is it going to be I can't think of his name because Dallas's depth chart is not up. Who's
Kalen Carson?
No, who's the tall guy out of South Carolina who played opposite J.C. Horn? What was his name that we re-signed? I always liked him, and we did re-sign him.
Mukuamu?
Yes, Israel Mukuamu. Thank you. Israel Mukuamu, I guess he's going to be a starter to start the year, which I've always liked him anyway. Opposite Bland, and you have Kyer Elam, and then obviously you have Kalen Carson. We got Josh Butler coming back from injury, and then obviously Savon Ravel. So, yeah, I hear what you're saying, Ultra. I could see under certain circumstances where we're totally good, which is probably why they didn't sign Gilmore right away. They're going to wait and see how these guys pan out. That's kind of what I'm thinking. You don't.
And the reason I think
Butler
we've
doing
signed so many guards and stuff during the offseason is to give Milton a chance in the preseason to stay upright.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you. Because when you roll with your second team, you can't evaluate players on your team if you have the turnstiles. So our second and third teams are going to be pretty darn competent and probably better than the other teams' second and third teams, just because of the depth that we have on that offensive line now.
I agree.
So we'll be able to evaluate what that'll do. Like Randy's saying, is that'll allow us to evaluate the quarterback, evaluate the third, fourth, fifth wide receivers on this team. Because in my mind, as much as I love Tolbert, he still needs to come in hungry, ready to play. Jalen Brooks, Ryan Flournoy,
Mingo,
Jonathan Mingo, Jalen Moreno Cropper. I mean, it goes on and on.
It will be really interesting just to see how Schottenheimer deals with the preseason.
I love Weed. We were just talking about you earlier.
Hey, Weed.
I wanted to go to the Hall of Fame game and hang out with you, but
into the preseason like our starters.
it's not going to happen. Woody's not going in. I'm sorry.
I'd like to see maybe get some of them in there, getting the football shape, a little bit of contact.
I agree with you, Chris.
Daniel M says, Randy, I can't see Dallas getting Jeffrey Simmons because you have to give up a second or more. Yeah, at this point, I don't see it. Our big move was Pickens again. So just talking.
They're going to use the two one techs that we drafted in the draft is what they're going to do.
Yes.
Akeem Basote and the other guy that you were talking about,
Jay
Brian, earlier.
Toia, and then we got
Yeah.
yeah. I
I
like
think
it.
that's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too, out of UCLA.
Yeah, again, I remember when we were on the clock, I brought him up. He was the highest rated guy. Dane Brugler had him as a 3rd-round pick, Randy.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like Dane Brugler and what he
I do.
does, he had him rated as a 3rd-round pick. So
Nice
he
try,
could
Ultra.
be. That's why I'm excited. You got certain people. I can't believe you're not hugging on a 7th-round draft pick. The guy that I trust before the draft, I still have his stuff right here. 3rd-round pick, Jay Toia. So,
Damn.
I'll take it. 1, 2, or 3 tech, you will still lose. Team is trash. I hear you, Bobby. I hear it. The smoke, baby. The smoke.
So let me guess, we could have Patrick Mahomes, every top player
Yeah,
on our team.
that's what
right
he's
now.
saying.
Yeah, why not?
Still suck, huh?
Yeah.
Make a dream team, huh? Dream team.
No,
Just
no,
like
no.
you guys.
No, no,
Remember
we
you guys
could
died?
have every best player from every era on our team, and we still suck.
Well, Chris, that's
I
several,
agree,
like
Chris.
several years ago,
Lord.
Chris. Several years when the Eagles said they're the dream team.
I'm
You
just
know
going
who
to
that
say
was?
this again. I've said it twice. God help him if we win. God
That's what
help
I was
him.
talking about by teams
Coming for your
saying
meats.
proclaiming there's something that they're not. I hate that crap. That's like that
Mhm.
was Vince. Oh, who was that? Vince Young that said that.
Vince
Yeah,
Young
yeah,
said
yeah.
everyone
He wasn't even a
said-
starter.
Namdi
He was-
Asamoah.
I
was
had a good
talking
year. I had a
Yeah.
good year
Namdi.
laughing at him.
Yeah.
Namdi Asamoah.
He dropped right off, man. He was a big
Asamoah.
corner in Oakland, and then also
He was a bit. It was an idiot too.
yeah.
Yeah, Daniel, I do feel more
I agree,
comfortable with the
Weed.
moves we've made.
1 tech vet come June 1. Yeah, I agree. Maybe a DJ
I mean, that-
reader.
That Pickens,
They do, Linda.
signing,
They do.
we haven't had a big signing like that since Amari Cooper.
Yeah, and I think, I would agree. That's about,
And back in the day, it was Charles Haley.
yeah.
I'm not gonna say it was a
way
TO
back.
like TO. I mean, TO was a bigger sign to me, but I mean, I'll
Oh,
say
yeah.
this Pickens trade, it was about equivalent to the Amari Cooper.
Well, when you guys got T.O. boy, you should have seen Philadelphia around here. They were going ape shit. That I was loving it.
I'm just glad there's a lot of positives coming out of what's going
Oscar says we don't.
Me
believe in
too.
Ozzy. They do.
on. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about a Super Bowl, right? Well, I am, but
Everybody
you can
is.
only take it like one thing at a time. When we get there, then we could talk about that. But dude, I just want to see us be competitive, win, and go to a game and actually see it and enjoy that.
Wow,
because,
Bobby.
I want to see a complete team. I don't want to see this.
Yeah.
We need this, and this crap. I just want to see a complete, solid, competitive team that gets better, that grows every year. That gets better.
Bobby said, "God help you, Randy, if you make
Keep
it
dreaming,
past the
Ultra.
second round."
But
Hey,
we haven't had that because every time we get good, then they start letting players go and they don't replace them.
Get him,
Bobby,
Danny.
wouldn't that be fun? NFC Championship game,
it would be glorious.
Eagles
in
and
my-
Cowboys.
Be classic, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be fun.
I would be here enjoying every minute of it when they lose.
Even Dallas Commandos, that would be fun. Dallas, Washington Commanders going up.
No, I'd rather you have the damn fecals. I would
And
love it
then-
if you guys beat them.
Seeing Micah go up against Dan Quinn and decapitate his quarterback in the playoffs. Oh man, that would be fun. Nah, I'm joking. Obviously, I'm joking. But yeah, that would be fun. Giants need to cut Dexter Lawrence. Yes,
That's not happening.
We
I'm
need
Yeah.
telling
Dexter
you.
Lawrence in the
Why?
worst way.
Yeah,
Keep
Jesse,
talking.
y'all need to do that.
Bro.
Yeah, sure. Why don't you put a bullet in my head?
Roll
when
the
I had
dice.
to?
Division and league is scared of Lamb and Pickens duo. Wild boy trade, and why not? Right? Why not?
I
I
mentioned
like
it
it.
on Mark's channel earlier. You guys remember the Kansas City Chiefs when they had right there the quarterback, but they had Dante Hall, who was that good kick returner.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
The receivers on the
Yeah.
outside. That's what our team at wide receiver
Alex
reminds
Smith?
me of.
Mm.
Yeah.
What's up, Jay?
But the point is, you got like Turpin, right? He's that guy that could take it. And you got a guy. I'm not trying to say that they're both the same, but Dante
Well,
Hall.
Chris, you got Turpin. You got Turpin out of nowhere.
Got a SF. What is it? The
USF.
SFL? Yeah, whatever it is.
UFL.
USL.
Yeah.
What's up, Jay Smooth?
I'm just saying, it kind of reminds me
Smooth.
of that look.
It's
Mhm.
But they had Gonzalez too.
Well, what Pickens does for everything, he opens the whole field back up.
No, you
Where
got your second man.
yeah, and you got before we were only a third of a field and we couldn't run the ball, and I think that's going to change everything there. And with now
Oh
with
my
Booker, I
God.
think Martin was actually hurt the last 2 years, in my
I think so
opinion.
too. He never
Well, he was
looked
up there
really
in age,
right
wasn't
last
he?
year either.
He just wasn't playing himself the last 2 years, and I think
And I'm
Well,
just saying this from the fact that if our line plays good, I think it changes a lot of the defense's mindsets because then
it does.
they have to not only have their corners cover our guys, but they have to have their linebackers drop back, try to cover somebody. So it's all going to depend on our line, how good our line
Mhm.
is.
well,
Mhm.
Our
well,
line, if
that
our
way,
line,
yeah, you're running back.
Pickens is
Yeah.
definitely going to draw attention.
Bobby wears his
It's
tush
gonna
push
help.
underwear to Drew's house.
If Bobby's not going to have tush push the way it looks, he's just going to have a push.
Stop it. That's all. Leave it. Leave it in. Leave it in.
Please.
Leave it in. Michael Strahan will interview Bill Belichick on Friday's Good Morning America. I'm hearing rumors.
Ooh, you
Did
heard
you
that?
guys
Yeah.
hear the rumors that
Yeah,
Bill
you see?
Belichick
Yeah, I did
might
hear
You
be
that.
see?
out?
Yeah.
well,
I
Bill
knew we
Belichick,
forgot
he don't need to coach another day anyways,
But I mean,
man. He's just doing it.
he just signed the damn.
Contract, yeah.
I think it
You
has
just
to
think
do
how
with that.
how
Easy
pissed off
money.
the North Carolina fans would be, though.
I think he's the little teeny boppers starting to earth
Stop
him.
making fun of my PJs.
But when you draw attention though, when you get a chick that young enough to be your granddaughter, that's the type of attention you get, man. I mean,
That's it.
Mhm.
Especially being a big name like he is.
And
yeah,
the big
he's a
money
freaking
everywhere.
one of the
the
best
big-
coaches of all time.
and the big
Yes.
money he got too now.
You
But
know,
Let's face it. What
I
did
kind
she
of
see
feel
in
for him a
him?
little bit.
I
Now
just don't know what it is with these old men that think they got to get
he's
these.
just
But being a
That-
coach, man,
that
all
young
those
girl is
years,
controlling him
I
with
mean,
her
Hulk
eyes.
Hogan's another
You're
one. Hulk Hogan has
doing
a
all that work and not having time for a lot of crap and losing relationships. That
Let my
stuff
dog
does
out.
happen, and then he's stuck, probably in a mindset where that time's gone by. He's still young at heart, so that could what it could be. Man.
All I
life
say
is
is,
funny.
Chris, and you guys, he better not get her pregnant. I'm gonna be like Mark Anthony. I get half.
He'll be like Mortimer and the other dude on the street, man.
Yeah.
It's really sad for the college, though. I mean, North
It
Carolina
is.
don't deserve all that attention like that.
I think that's just rumor, though. I don't think that's gonna actually happen.
Yeah,
Well, it came
I don't
across the
know.
news this morning. That's what they were talking about.
Yeah, I
this
saw it. I
last
saw the
day.
news thing. Yeah, we'll see. Well, he did do
I
it to
see
the
so
Jets,
much
so
stuff
if that's
every day,
possible.
guys.
He did do it to the Jets, remember?
Mm-hmm.
That's possible. And he's got money. He don't give a damn.
He did it. Hey, he did it to the Browns too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
So he might just say, "Screw it. I'm gonna go make babies." Who's to say?
$1
I just can't wait to see who we open up against and when
Yeah,
we're
I'm
playing
telling
certain
you, I
teams
am-
and stuff like that. Because games are going to start leaking out here. The next few days they're going to put games
well,
out.
I
there.
heard rumors. I was telling Game Time
Oh, it's your
that they was going to open up against the Bears on Sunday night in Chicago.
Ah, man, I don't know. The Bears. For
That was
you
just a
could go
rumor I
against-
heard.
That
for that,
we
you go
weren't
against
loyal?
Detroit.
That's a rumor I heard that we was going to open up against the Bears in Chicago on Sunday night.
I'd rather see you guys play Detroit.
It wouldn't hurt my feelings any.
I just don't want to play the Giants the first
then
day.
you wouldn't
We
have to play
always
them
play
later
the
on,
Giants
you're
the
not
very
gonna win.
first game.
That's why I
know.
said, man, I would like to go to Philly, but I don't know. I think Philly and Washington Thursday night at the Link.
Or Detroit.
I think Dallas. Sometimes Dallas goes on the road. Remember they
That's
went
what
to
I'm saying, Detroit.
Cleveland
Yeah,
last year.
Yep.
I hope it's not the Las Vegas.
San Francisco.
Well, I don't want to be Las Vegas week 1 because that's going to be hot as hell.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, that would be 115 degrees.
It will be. It's hot.
You're the only one that can
So-
take it, probably.
We'll see. Wednesday night, we'll know. We will know. So, but 4:45 comes early for me. So I'm gonna hit the hay, everybody. I'm gonna wind down after I shut this down, and then hopefully be in bed by 11:30. So that's 10:30 your time, Randy. But yeah, so thank you everybody for the support, Bobby. I know it's all in and fun. I appreciate everybody. Definitely appreciate the support. And we, like I said, you know, I don't know if I'll do something. I'm gonna try and do a couple videos tomorrow, but I don't know that I'll do a live stream. Just remember, we'll probably do one Tuesday, and definitely we're gonna do one Wednesday. But you never know. I might do one tomorrow before Mark's. I don't know. But thank you, everybody. I appreciate the support, and this is for all the haters, everybody. This is for all the haters. Good night, everybody. I'll talk to you.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, guys. Take care. God bless.
Ain't nobody calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, are you still in ball? Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still in ball? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still in boys. Woo, hey, I'm still in boys.
You know what? I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm not fucking leaving!